everyone's a bit of a silly billy every now and then, but Americans are probably the silliest of the lot, at least publicly on the internet. So today, we're going to be taking a look at some very silly things Americans have said. So we've got English traditional, English simplified, and next to traditional, we've got the Union Jack way, and next to simplified, they got the American flag. Haha. Traditional, they actually spoke like Americans until we won the revolution and they started faking an accent. Look, there is some truth to this. I think it's because the American accent originated in the UK. I don't actually know how it works, but I know that Americans are how some British people used to sound. I think it's that. I could be wrong. I'm gonna look it up. Oh, okay, no, that's not true. That's just completely untrue. I'm sorry for spreading a lie. But I love I love the rumor that some Americans have started that British people are faking an accent. Like, they just can't understand that someone wouldn't speak in an American accent. Although it is interesting how, say, when like European people learn English, they typically speak in a more American accent. That is interesting. It's probably because they learn a lot of their English through like American TV shows and movies and stuff. Ah, a Twitter intellect, I see. Woman builds a house out of bricks. Why not just frame it out like a normal person? Why not just frame it out like... Oh my God. It's so fucking stupid. I hate Twitter. I really hate it. It's just full of absolute morons. I'll tell you a tweet I saw the other day that was just... It just made me want to quit Twitter. But it's so useful for some things. Like, I get the news instantly. It's good for football stuff, and it's good for like sort of audience interaction videos, so I can't get rid of it. But I saw a tweet the other day, and I was just like, when did it become normal to be a complete fucking moron? So there's this tweet. Our fake unelected Prime Minister Keir Starmer will be removed in the next 3 months. All right, whatever you think of Keir Starmer, right? He certainly wasn't unelected or fake. What do you fucking mean? And this is 8,000 likes. Is everyone just fucking stupid? Is everyone mental? Anyway, looking at a reply to this brick tweet. No idea where this is located, but in many developing nations, they build with brick and steel reinforced concrete because they don't have the lumber industry we have in the West. Oh, we just want to build quality. I say we want to build quality houses. Have you seen the quality of some of the houses going up in the UK at the moment? It's fucking dire. It's absolutely dire. Though I'd be concerned she's not mortaring between the bricks, only tripping it in. I love how this guy is like mansplaining building a house to a woman building a house. And he's not even talking directly to her. He's talking to some other fucking idiot on Twitter. Though I'd be concerned she's not mortaring between the bricks, only dripping it lightly in some kind of adhesive. And I don't see any reinforcing rods with the verticals. Seems a bit fragile. All right, Chris, all right. I'm sure she'll take your criticism on board, Chris. Apologies to my Catholic friends, but why couldn't our Pope do his first public mass in our American language? Lot to dissect here. I'm not going to bother, though. You can do it for yourself. You're probably doing it in your own heads right now. I don't need to do it. For those of you following along at home, the guy who did the Nazi salute more than once yesterday has been heavily pushing and endorsing Pierre... Fuck knows how to say that. Don't forget that, man, Canada didn't even fight in World War II, so maybe sit this one out. Fucking idiot. We should get rid of Twitter. We need to get rid of I think community notes are a good thing. It's probably the only good thing Musk did for the platform. But fucking, I feel as though the world has gotten worse now that anyone can just say anything at any time without thinking beforehand. I'm sorry, what? Then what were my uncles doing? Ice fishing, probably. Yeah, probably. Not storming the beaches at Normandy. They're probably just fucking ice fishing, saying they were doing something productive. I learned that in Europe when locals asked where I was from and I said Minnesota, USA. Turns out they don't know where that is, and I had to start saying on the border of Canada before they got an idea of where I'm from. Okay, like, I feel as though we're kind of the same in Europe when Americans go, oh, I don't know where the Czech Republic is. We go, you fucking idiot, how do you not know where the Czech Republic is? It's kind of the same thing. Even I know where Minnesota is. It's like north of, I know she just said where it is, but it's like right at the top because I know it's cold. So I don't know, I think fair enough on this one. Every American who goes to Europe on vacation and immediately loses 6 to 8 pounds wants to claim it's due to America's supposedly poorer food quality. I mean, I think that is a fact that America's food quality in general is poor. It's delicious, but you come back from America after not being like used to the food after a week of being there and you feel fucking awful. My brother and sister in Christ, you are dehydrated. I think if you lost 6 to 8 pounds of liquid, you would not be doing very well. I think it's probably because you're walking loads and also like portions are small. Even actually, it depends on what you're saying. Europe, right? It's like there's many countries there. It depends where you're going. Because if you're going to Italy, right, a lot of the food you're eating is very carb heavy. I always come back from Italy feeling fucking awful just because of the amount of carbs I've eaten. But you do probably lose weight there just from walking. Just the amount of exercise you do from walking around like a European city. You're saying, oh, sorry, what is this? The 18% CHP creating happy people fee will be added to the check. This is not a tip for the servers. It's your support to back and front team. Why have they capitalized just random words? Anyway, front team for your experienced cooks, dishwasher, busser, food runners, hostess, cleaner. Additional tips for servers are very much appreciated. Fuck off, because what, a tip's going to be another 40%? I'm not paying 38% on top of the bill. Are you insane? Such a surreal feeling when you finally make it to Europe. What bit? I know it's like a typical like a European thing to go, yeah, what bit of Europe? Europe's a big place, but like, what bit? Like, where are you? Are you in fucking Birmingham or Sorrento? Europe is the size of Texas. No, it's not. So yeah, we refer to it as one location because it is to the US. You don't need a DNA test. You're 100% American. Actually, the continent of Europe is 3.93 million square miles. The whole of the United States is 3.8 million square miles, so Europe is a bit larger than the US. No one counts Eastern Europe. We're not visiting that. Oh, you're missing out. Okay, fine. Don't visit Eastern Europe. Don't visit Eastern Europe. More Eastern Europe for me. It's class. Best place on earth. I think Croatia counts as Eastern Europe because it is in like the east of Europe. But Croatia, man, greatest place on earth. Like literally at the time of recording this, yesterday I booked just a last minute trip there just because I fancy going. And it's like 2 hours away. So I just booked a little house on like the water there because I was just like, oh, I'm feeling stressed. I'm going to go there for 3 days. Oh, it's so beautiful. That's my happy place. Croatia is my fucking happy place. And that is a class thing about living in Europe, isn't it? Like to all my British brethren and European brethren, we are so close to so many fucking cool things, aren't we? Like so close to so many cool countries. Like you can basically visit everywhere in the continent unless you live in like maybe Iceland or somewhere within 3 hours. It's class. It's so class. What does this mean? I've tried writing up the with no abbreviation. This still comes up. Do I save anyways? To be fair, why is it asking for 3 numbers for the month? Yo, what? Holy crap, this is my seat 1F. There's only 5 of them in the front of this train, around 40 minutes to travel, around 120 kilometers. This costs $29. Tell me again why we don't have this in the US. You've got your own little room. That's just, I mean, I'm looking at this and just going, it's not very space efficient, is it? It's not a very space efficient train, but it's a cool seat. Very cool seat. $29, you get a little recliner. Nice. Because kids have cars here, unlike poverty-stricken Europe. Alright. Understand that Greece is on military time. Like most of Europe, Greece follows military time. This means there is no notion of AM or PM because 6 PM, for example, is actually 1800 hours. No one says that. No one verbally goes, it's 1800 hours. We just have it on our phones. Like we just have the 24-hour clock on our phones. When asking for the time, nobody goes, it's 1800 hours. They just say it's 6 PM. With that in mind, you will need to know the vocabulary words for the numbers through 23 for the hours and the numbers through 59 for the minutes. For a refresh on how to say the numbers, please take a look at this. You don't need to do that. How's 38 degrees? Oh my God. How's 38 degrees hot? Asking genuinely because here it's freezing in America. Stop defaulting to America. The post is from Bangladesh. You guys are so arrogant and dumb. Funny because we gave you permission to use this app, so be more respectful. Fucking hell. Participants were asked to find Iran on a map. Now look, I'm a map nerd and I feel as though I would probably miss this like half the time. Like I'm not very good at this region of the world. So I think placing your dots anywhere sort of around here is fair. I think placing it in the UK and Germany, and there's a lot in Eastern Europe for some reason, is insane. How do you think Iran is in Europe? Interesting, not terrible. This is pretty terrible going. Someone put it in the sea. Numerous people have put it in the sea. Interesting, not terrible. I wonder how many Iranians could identify Massachusetts on a map. That's a fair point. But I think to put a dot in the fucking ocean or in England is insane when trying to point out Iran. Regal Cinema says that they sold 2.9 million kilograms of popcorn this weekend in their biggest Memorial Day box office weekend ever. What the hell is a kilogram? Use an actual unit of measurement. Shaking my head. Mainly a unit for drug weight, so it probably wasn't popcorn. My suspicions exactly. Okay, this is bait. My suspicions exactly. Pope Leo will be the greatest American to lead the Vatican since Jesus Christ. Does this person think Jesus was the Pope? How'd you get to that conclusion? Don't know what this is in reply to, but I've also flown from Greece to Germany and they had a police officer checking passports at the gate. Even though I showed him a US passport, the bullfucker gave me a hard time, probably because I'm Turkish by origin and travel to Turkey very frequently. Why would a US passport help you? We're visa-free in Schengen and can go through the E-gates. Also, we're the most powerful country in the world. I don't understand why they feel the right to question an American traveling within the Schengen zone. Question, yeah, how dare they question someone with an American passport? Don't they know who you are? You're American, part of the most powerful country in the world. When Irish people are speaking English, they refer to it as Irish. No, they don't. Irish is a totally different language. But it's English the same as when I say an American is speaking American. Both countries are not under the English umbrella. I mean, they both are. Irish is a different language, though. It's a totally different language. 1-star Amazon review. Needs clarification. This is written in English, but it's not US-based? What? Someone wrote a book? But it's not US-based? How could that be? How selfish of them. How fucking selfish. So it was not a fun read for my son. Yeah, there was no fucking trucks and guns. How was he supposed to understand it? Maybe be more enjoyable for somewhere else, maybe the UK. Yeah, maybe those pussies in the UK want this book. My son doesn't. He wants a book about guns. Also, how does that make, like, literally any difference? It doesn't make much difference at all. Like, if it's a book written in English and set in, like, the UK or whatever and you're American, surely it just, like, allows your child to learn more about another country. American healthcare is a scam. I could fly to Barcelona, get a root canal and have money left when I got back. Good, y'all could fight the war in Ukraine then. The fuck have you gotten your information from? Where the fuck have you got that from? All right, we've got a podcast clip here, so, it's bound to be some intellectual discussion.
Without Italian Americans, Italian Canadians, Italian Australians, okay, with the people, the first, second, third, fourth generations, even the ones that don't even speak Italian, nobody would know about the boot that you live on.
Well, that's just absolutely not true, is it? Well, nobody would know about the existence of Italy if it weren't for Italian Americans. Are you okay?
Right? God. No one would know.
They absolutely would. It's like one of the most popular tourist destinations in the world. I think a few people will know about the country of Italy.
No one would go there. No one would know about your food.
No one would spend money there.
So shut your mouth.
It's just absolutely. You couldn't be more fucking wrong. What? What are you? What does this even mean?
Should we talk shit about Italy right now?
No.
Wait, hold on.
Now this is,
I'm pumped up right now.
I love my people. Because here's the thing.
Jesus, there's about 3 brain cells between them, isn't there? There is absolutely no brain activity going on in this room.
We praise Italy. We praise the food. We praise the motherland. And then we get
This is the thank you we get?
That's what we get.
This is what we get?
For what? What the fuck are these people on about? They're all so fucking stupid, my God. And they're Italian American as well. So they're disrespecting their own, like, motherland or whatever.
Much as you think we influence people going to the motherland, you gotta...
You don't. You absolutely don't.
So they did build themselves up on their own. It's not like they're dependent on Italian Americans or Canadians.
Well, that's a very bold statement that the country of Italy is not dependent on Italian Americans. Fucking shut up. Not sure what this is in reply to, but you are correct. It will suck, not because of the US, mind you, but because soccer sucks. We Americans only play it as children until we develop real skills to play more complex games such as football or any other sport, really. Soccer is the lowest common denominator of sports. Okay, all right, okay, all right. Well, I'm going to leave it there for this video. Like and subscribe for America.